3 years ago, I went on a women's retreat here at Mount Olive with the ladies from here. During that time, I really wasn't sure if I wanted to go on a women's retreat. I really wanted it to be a spiritual weekend, not just a weekend where I just get away from my family, but to actually learn and grow in God. So I was reluctant, but I still ended up going. And when I was there, the speaker was talking about how God loved us first. And that took me aback. I thought, well, I loved God first, and I chose God. He didn't choose me. I didn't understand that concept. And as she spoke and went on to say how I was knit in my mother's womb, things I don't remember hearing before from Scripture. So I thought, okay, I don't know. And then finally she said something that really made my heart stir. She said that God calls us beloved. I took those words and I couldn't stop thinking about them. And I went out, and it was a nice day, so I went out and I was praying, and I had a lot of mixed feelings. I had a lot going on in my life. I wasn't sure what was the next step I needed to take. My daughter was very young, and I did have this yearning in my heart that I wanted my daughter to grow up knowing God. I wanted my family, my husband, my daughter, and I on Sundays to go to church. And I saw other people that did that, and I thought, well, that works for them, but we're different, you know, we have other things going on. And so, but at the same time, secretly, I kind of wished that that was my family. So I took my worries, my frustrations, my anger, and I started to pray. I started to pray and ask God questions. So as I prayed, and it was a nice day, and so I started to walk down this little path. And so then I decided I would pray on this path. And as I walked, I said, oh, I'm going to take a shortcut. So at this point, though, I'm getting frustrated. I'm praying and trying to get answers, and I'm not hearing anything. And again, I'm walking, and then I looked down, and I had gone into mud. I was stepping in mud. My pants were dirty. My shoes were dirty. Now I'm frustrated. But I'm not going to give up. I'm continuously praying. And I prayed even deeper. And at that moment that I let go of everything, of all my anger, all my anxiety, I could hear God speak to me and say, you have gotten off the path that I had for you. And so I just began to pray and thank God that I connected with Him. I heard Him. And I felt His love in my heart. And at that moment, I just so filled with joy, so filled with love, that I knew this is what I wanted for my family. I didn't need to think about it anymore. So just always remember that weekend as a time where I felt God's love.